Robbie Mirpal.
Yeah.
And I know Robbie. In fact, I exchanged notes with Robbie at one point. I said to him, geez, Robbie, I can't imagine what it was like to be you, to go through your childhood and to have your parents executed. And he was familiar with my story because he'd heard the drama that I'd done on NPR. And he said, you think I had a hard time? I was a star in my world, 5 years old, 6 years old. Everybody was protecting me. Everybody was happy to see me. Wherever I went, I lived in a community. He said, you guys were isolated. You were living in Mexico, a foreign language, a foreign country, no contact really with other people unless they were interested in informing on you to the FBI. I mean, we had friends, yes, but it was an isolated thing. I hadn't appreciated that. So what I can conclude from all of the other red diaper babies that I know and have talked to, everybody's got a different story. Some didn't have any problem with the issues because their parents could be very forthright with them. Dalton Trumbo's son, Chris, for instance, he was 11 when the shit hit the fan. I was only 6, but he said his father would tell him I'm going to jail and why I'm going to jail and not to worry about this kind of stuff. He had a pretty healthy experience, I'd say. Some others didn't want to talk about it. I met with some of the children of people who had informed. So they could tell me what the other side of it was. They had a more miserable experience on the whole. They didn't have that sense of family loyalty around them, no matter what their circumstances were. They saw their father ruining other people's careers. And it just so happened that in at least 2 cases, the fathers were not very nice guys. So, but every story is different. The one common thing I'd say among many of them is a lot of them went into the same work that their parents went into. So there were screenwriters, they went into screenwriting, directed. Tim Hunter is a guy who went into directing. His father, Ian Hunter, whom you know very well, was a blacklisted television writer and screenwriter. So I've spoken with them, and it's just reinforced this feeling I have that until the shit hits the fan, you don't really know the substance of what somebody is like. You can compare stories, and the tendency when you're talking to people is to find common grounds of agreement. So you may be led to believe that because you share the same political views, you really know each other's people. And that it doesn't work that way.